Waste management is a set of activities that are carried out in order to ensure that the amount of waste produced and its effects on living beings and the environment are limited. Waste management was first said to have been practiced by ancient civilizations. These forms of waste management, however, were relatively simple compared to the modern day. They were rarely practiced by the masses, and the reason for this is that the amount of waste produced during these times was much lower than the modern day, and thus even the need for waste management was much lower. Waste management in ancient India and China was done through the forms of simple composting and recycling. In ancient India, composting was done in order to use agricultural waste as compost. And in ancient China, recycling was done particularly for bronze. In the modern world, the Industrial Revolution and the rapid urbanization of the world throughout the 20th and the late 19th centuries were met with a huge increase in the amount of waste produced. The 1960s and the 1970s, in particular, were met with environmental crises. During this period, people started questioning the limits of the resources available on the earth and around us. Industrial cities and societies started being criticized. Thus, waste had become a major issue during these times, and waste management had turned out to be the major solution. But what is zero waste? Zero waste is exactly what it sounds like, a set of practices that are carried out in order to achieve the complete and absolute elimination of waste in an area, a region, a place, or a household. According to the International Zero Waste Alliance, the conservation of all resources by means of responsible production, consumption, reuse, and recovery of products, packaging, and materials without burning, and no discharges to land, water, or air that threaten the environment or human health is the practice of zero waste. But how did the term zero waste come into use?
The term zero waste was not coined till the year of 1970. It was first used by a man named Paul Palmer, a chemist with a PhD from Yale, whose company Zero Waste Systems was established to reduce the amount of chemical waste in laboratories across the United States. Following his initial success, Palmer created the Zero Waste Institute. His interest in zero waste, however, was strictly scientific and monetary rather than ecological. Palmer noticed that high tech businesses in the newly emergent Silicon Valley were discarding valuable clean chemicals that could be reused. As a result, he started a company that marketed waste products. Over time, his company identified new uses for every chemical discarded in Silicon Valley. Zero waste, therefore, unlike recycling, is not an end of the pipe strategy. It implies the recovery of all resources instead of burning or burning them.
As the world shifted towards general waste management in the 90s and the 2000s, the zero waste movement gained traction. It began to be practiced by both scientists who saw the advantages of a circular economy and ecologists who wished to preserve the environment. But what is the zero waste movement today? At this point in time, the zero waste movement has become widespread and has reached out to the masses. For some, it is a means of building a stronger economy and having a more responsible life. To some, it is a slogan, an ideal to strive towards. And for some, it is a lifestyle to be practiced, either in their society, their homes, or by themselves. Whichever it may be for any person, everybody now has been impacted by and has seen the need for the waste management and the zero waste movements.